Hello everyone and welcome back to Madcap Toys. We are in the toy barn again and we're going to be showing or talking to you about what's been selling. Now we've been making sales pretty much on every site. That would be Madcap Toys, Madcap Toys Plus, that'd be Mercari, and that'd be Poshmark. Now the way the sales have been going is a little bit chaotic though. District, we've not been making sales at all since about a week, so that's sort of quiet. But if you are not a member of our district, we would encourage you to become a member. It's free to join, free to list. There's only a small percentage that's taken out, and that's basically if we can get it to go like we want to. And last time it took several years to build up a site that we worked with, but it worked. It's to promote that site, those sellers, and those people that come in and are part of the community, and we hope you'll be a part of our community. Now on the sales avenue, Poshmark is basically going what, once every 3 days or so, would you say, sales wise?
It's not been running for about a week or so.
Yeah, okay, so we are behind the ball on that, so that would put us back probably about a Saturday or Friday night, Saturday last week. Mercari, that's about a 2 or 3 day thing. But the weird thing about Mercari for us, now you guys that have watched our video that should have come out today or yesterday will note that I'm in the relisting process on Mercari for now. But the sales for us with Mercari as of late have been a little odd as well. Our sales are every 2, 3, or 4 days. And during those days, usually when the site works for us, it seems like we'll get 2, 3, or 4 sales in that day. If not, we'll get 1 or 2 sales a day. But that takes, and it seems like it has an abrupt stop, just about like what's going on with my eBay store. Yesterday, after we showed you that one video, I had 0 sales all day. Weird thing, this is why we sort of have discussions, Kathy and I, about what's going on with eBay and what they're up to basically. Kathy's site was firing off bang, 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 bang. I mean, now she wasn't breaking records, don't get me wrong, but for a new store with a little over 2,000 listings, correct?
Almost 2,100.
Almost 2,100 listings. She was getting a hit every so often. Mine was dead quiet. But today it's been going off. So yeah, I don't know if they're shutting down half the sites, half the servers, I don't know, but it's very odd how it works, because up till this year, it had been years since I had never made a sale on eBay. And we've got thousands of items on. We have hundreds of thousands of dollars on. And guys, we are not a niche seller. We're called Madcap Toys, but that's basically because people like to collect items and things. And yes, we sell toys. A lot of them are nice toys and collector finding toys. But we also sell coins, paper money, DVDs, CDs.
Pallet items?
Yeah, pallet items on through the whole list of things that you could want. But some days we make hits, some days we don't. So something's going on. I can't tell you what it is. But Kathy, she's got the news to give you about what sold for us the last day. Kathy, how many items are we looking at?
14.
14 items, and it's on Madcap Toys, right? So the main site, when the site was still running up till yesterday, right, it's got 14 sales that she's going to show off to you. So let us know in the comments, do you guys think that eBay's shutting off half the stores so the other half can get sales? And here's another thing I want to tell you. My sales rate on my main store has dropped down to 0.8%. Kathy's newer store that we opened up almost a year ago is up to what, 3.2?
3.0, 3.1.
3.0, 3.1%
on sales conversion.
On sales conversion rate. Okay, the best I got in my store this last year during the holiday season was 1.4%. I have a hard time keeping that above 1 to 1.2. And right now, the way they're doing it, I was ahead of the ballpark up until 2 days ago when my sales started to die and just went dead on me. So let me know what you think. Do you think they control who's making sales and who's being seen, or are they shutting off half the stores because they got too many sellers and not enough buyers? Tell me what you think below in the comments about what you think is going on the site. Kathy, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Happy Tuesday, Madcap Toys here. You're back in the toy barn. I hope you've had a fantastic Tuesday and just rocking the house, selling a lot of items and getting them packed and stacked. That's what I've been busy doing today. So not only have I been continuing to list, but reorganizing a shelf. That way I can put some media on it, and it looks like I could put up to at least 60 DVDs on it or more while I'm rearranging the others. Also been reskewing some. So checking them out if I need to drop a price, if I need to make a new picture. Been doing that and re-putting it on other shelves to get things to move. It does work. As well as I've got some packing and labeling to do of a few packages. So just going on strong with that. But before we begin, if you haven't already, what are you doing? Subscribe to the Madcap Toys family. We really do want you to be a part of us. Also, make sure you hit the bell for all notifications, because each and every time we upload content, of course, you're going to be the first to know in comments. You know we love them, so just keep them coming. 14 items at Madcap Toys, The Godfather, and many of them I had packed and shipped this morning. So we do have about 5 or 6 packages that I just rustled up real quick that Daren made some deals on, and have them ready to be shipped in the AM this morning. So let's take a look at this, and we are going to go from there. Lots of different variety today, Daren, on all types of things. The very first one came from a buy that we did at a yard sale. We bought a lot of vinyl records. Actually, it was kind of like a yard sale / estate sale at the time. They didn't really have these out on the table, but they did have them in their garage up against the wall on something that looked kind of like a wooden old stereo, X-stereo case or what have you. But Daren said, hey, what would you do if I wanted to buy everything on this shelf? Is it for sale? And they said, yeah. So they hooked up a deal, and he got the whole lot of vinyl records for 75 bucks cash. So it really, really worked out. We got way more records than that. Of course, there's a lot of detail we had to do. We had to clean and clean, and we're still cleaning. You know, not only the sleeves, but also the records itself.
And some of the
they have been out in
covers,
storage.
Unfortunately, I've had to trash because they were, I don't know, if, I guess the best I could say is like water damage.
Very water damage, and just
and it really probably wasn't
disintegrated.
water damage, but it's just moisture.
Yeah, some of them disintegrated, so they must have been out there for a very, very long time in like not in a heated and cool place, just like weather element there. So, but anyway, there was some that were hidden that were in really good shape. This is the one of them here. We sold a 1982 Sammy Hagar. That's in our day of course. 33 RPM record, the 3 lock box Geffen records. Found in our vinyl records area. This one went out to Brett. Hey, Brett, thanks so much. And this record sold for $5 plus
Shipping to boot.
Shipping to boot, can't beat it. And guess what? He gave us already a positive feedback, so can't complain. It was very, as you can see in the picture, it's very, very nice. Yeah. All right, and next up, we sold a video game. This is from PlayStation 2, the 2006 PlayStation 2 Bratz Diamonds video game. And Jordan took advantage of the March discount at that time. Thank you, Jordan. And this game sold for $6.98 plus ship. So again, had went to some yard sales and got some video games as well there. We're hoping with Midwest with flooding and all that this weekend that we might be able to see 1 or 2. Not sure. We're kind of in the balance because a lot of the places we'd like to stay and go to, they're flooded out, the highways and stuff. So
roads are blocked. And
side roads, even some of our roads are blocked and flooded out. So we're hoping for the best, but we're hoping maybe to catch a few, because we've already had a great start already this year when it comes to buys. And next up, from the Coin Desk, 1918 Lincoln Wheat Cent good condition. And this one went out to a Heron. Thanks so much. He is a repeat buyer. And this coin sold for $4.98 plus ship. So usually if it's under 20 and if it's not silver, a lot of times we will make sure that it goes into an eBay standard envelope. Usually like cost the customer 97 cents to about $1.25 to ship. So it worked out really good. Thank you so much. And he also purchased the 1919 Lincoln Wheat Cent, also good. Found in album 5. And that one sold for $3.98 plus ship. All right, and from more vinyl records here, this is a cute one. I love Dionne Warwick. This is from 1964, 33 RPM. Make Way for Dionne Warwick. Very, very classy for sure. This one was in nice condition too. And Micah took advantage of the discount. Thank you so much. And this record sold for $6.98 plus ship. Now, if you are new to the channel, we make sure that all of our records are bubble wrapped. Not only bubble wrapped on the outside, but also put in an RPM cardboard mailer for protection. And I like to put on the top of it fragile, handle with care, stuff like that, so that they know what it is.
You can't guarantee that with the post office.
No, but I at least do my end on my part to make
yes.
sure that it's... And I did the same with the lamp. The last video you saw about the lamp, I did that too. Fragile, handle with care, this end up. It was delivered today at 10 a.m. Central Time, so I haven't heard anything. I'm hoping not to hear anything. I'm hoping it's all thumbs up. Northport, Alabama. It went from Indiana to Alabama, so it went UPS. So we'll see. They had it all. Target had it all, or their company had it all pre-packed. So I didn't really have to do anything. Just slap a label on, measure, weigh, and go. So I'm hoping it made it there safe and sound. All right, and next up, we sold a cassette tape. Now, this cassette tape did not have an original case. It went solo, literally. This is the 1993 Northwood Press Jazz Wolf cassette tape, found on the media shelf back there on the Olivia shelf. And this one went out to Chelsea. Hey, Chelsea, thank you so much. And it sold, wow, for $5.99 plus ship. No case or nothing, and it did really, really good. Got this in a major cassette tape buy at one time, probably a yard sale, I'm sure. Yeah. Bought a bunch of stuff like that. And from the HeroClix, Darren, this one actually just said HeroClix box. It didn't even say 1 or 2, but I did find it. I went one by one and I found it. This is the 2013 HeroClix WizKids Gypsy, or it says Gypsy, not with a Y but an I, Gypsy Danger. And this HeroClix went out to James. Hey James, thank you so much. And it sold for $5.98 plus ship. Very, very good. Do you know what your price point is usually when you buy HeroClix?
Well, this last buy, I think I got it down. Now I'm throwing shipping into this. I think it was right at 90 cents, but that was higher because I didn't get quite as many, but I got rarer ones. Okay, so but on the one that you're talking about, I think I paid like 40 some cents.
Sounds pretty fair there, absolutely. Yeah. And we buy books when we go to yard sales, even auto manuals, things like this. I think this one was stuck in a bunch of books we grabbed. This is actually, and surprisingly, it's 5 years old, but people are still using it. This is the 2020 book, Texas Driver's Practice Handbook.
We didn't keep that very long at all.
We would have thought people would have been, nah, it's past tense, right? But no, not in Texas. Beverly didn't think so. Thank you, Beverly. And this practice handbook sold for $9.98 plus ship. Don't even think we paid $1.50, $1, maybe that.
It was low dollar.
It was amazing. Yeah. Thank you. That already has gone out to you, Beverly. Oh, this is one of my favorites. I had a coworker that when we went out together for lunch, she would play this because it used to be her dad's favorite celebrity country singer. But this is a vinyl record, Johnny Horton's greatest hits. Have you ever listened to any of Johnny Horton's hits?
Probably with Granny.
Right, yeah. They're pretty. He's got some pretty good ones. From Columbia Records, vinyl 33 RPM was found in the vinyl storage we have. And Johnny Horton went out to James. Hey, James, thanks so much. And it sold for $6 plus ship. Very, very good. Very, very nice.
Granny was a big lover of Hee-Haw.
I gotta say this now that he said that. In 1990, my parents, back then when TNN was on, not TBN, but TNN, the Tennessee Network, a national network, my dad got on there, I guess, while I was in school one day and bought a package to where we could go around and see the Ryman Auditorium, as well as at the time the new Grand Ole Opry, which is still going today, as well as touring.
Dolly Parton take that over?
No. Touring, as well as at the time, Opryland USA was an amusement park. Now it's been long gone.
Yeah.
It's no longer there. You can see, you know, the rides that were there. I was actually on those rides then, but they're no longer there. But also, what I was getting to is they were also showed us the actual Hee-Haw stage. I was probably more excited about that than anything else because my parents and I used to watch Hee-Haw regularly in the 70s. So when I was able to, and my dad still has the VHS, so when he goes home to see Jesus, I am going to get that VHS to keep for keepsake because it shows me in the cornfields, you know, where they had it all set up. It was really cool. You know,
well, you know,
singing the song. It was awesome.
From
awesome.
That Hee-Haw then.
Yeah.
I remember there was a heavy set guy on there that's sort of baldish.
Yep.
He's always reminded me of my Uncle Denny. Just his demeanor, his mannerism, his body build. I put a album of his on the other day.
Did you?
Yeah. I don't know his name, but
yeah. Again, I was excited and stoked,
you know
because no, but I might, if I can find the picture, I will put it on there. Yeah, I was singing the song Where Are You Tonight, that song. But I just enjoyed it because it was everything I saw as a kid, and I always thought, because I always wanted to be a singer, to get the chance to get on the stage. So to be around the props and stuff, it was the coolest thing ever. So I loved it, enjoyed it. All right, getting back to our what solds, of course. This one came from the Berry Buy. This is the 2021 Hasbro Transformers Microfigure Starscream and Optimus Prime pack. Daren found that for me in the toy barn a while back. And this one went out to Tim. Hey, Tim, hope you're enjoying it. Thanks so much. And this little pack sold for $8 plus ship. Not sure of what you paid for it with the Berry Buy.
Which one was it?
Starscream and Optimus Prime. Got it from the Berry Buy at the time.
It's probably $2.
Okay. Fair. All right. And from our media buy, we sold a 2003 Disney DVD Freaky Friday from Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis. Mm-hmm. I actually watched the original one when Disney, back in the old days.
That's where they changed bodies?
They changed bodies. Yeah. This one was a newer version, of course. And this one went out to Jody. Thanks so much, Jody. And it sold for $4.98 plus ship. Very, very good. And selling more coins, we sold to Carl. Hey, Carl. This one was found in Album 5. This is the 1917 Lincoln Wheat Cent. Good condition. This was also in an eBay standard envelope. And this one sold for $2.55 plus ship.
Now, some of these guys need to remember the only way we can do it that low is if we send some of these cheaper coins via that envelope. Mm-hmm. If they want, we have an option. You can choose to send it priority mail, USPS standard mail, whatever the case is today, right? But you know, but you will pay more.
Absolutely.
You choose it, you pick it.
Absolutely. Yeah. But in those cases, when they're low dollar, eBay standard envelope makes sense. Yeah. It costs $1.25 or less, depending on the weight of the coin. All right, next up from our Target palette, I have one more of these left, and I will have a sellout. This is from Knox Rose, the women's long sleeve thermal top paisley print, size extra large. Went out to Dana. Hey, Dana, thanks so much. And this one sold for $12.95 plus ship. And lastly, we do sell our palette stuff, continue to do so, and I still have a few brushes in different tie-dyed colors left. But this one was one I was talking about yesterday that came from the Nutcracker tote, the newest tote that I'm trying to transfer a lot of the other stuff into. This is from Wet Brush, a Target palette item. Original detangler hairbrush tie-dye color blue. Ellie would really love this. Wet Brush for sure. And Katie, hey Katie, you're a repeat buyer. Thank you so much for coming back and shopping with us.
Boy, that wind is strong, ain't it?
I was hoping it was wind and not rain.
Yeah.
Hopefully not. And anyway, this brush sold for, and I gave a little deal because I'm trying to move these. I've had these for a while. It sold for $5.59 plus
shipping to boot.
Shipping to boot, and that went out into today's AM. And that's all that I've got as far as that goes. Well, that wind, I tell you what, I didn't know if that was rain or what. That was a little bit crazy.
We've had 2 or 3 big gusts since we've been in here today, which is
it's been
abnormal.
something.
Yeah.
It's been something. Well, guys, I don't have really anything else to say. Daren and I got to see if we can find a headphones earplug. It doesn't have to go out tomorrow, but it will have to go out in the next 48 hours. So we're going to have to get it. But you guys have been so fantastic, and until next time, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.